Hello there everyone, and welcome back. My streak continues, and we are looking really damn good with the upgrade front now. Even my level 6 here has now access to the extended range with the lock-on acquisition system. Only downside for this specific protector is it lacks the belt armor, because I kind of decided to take a shortcut with that route. That doesn't mean it's bad by any means, it's just a little more vulnerable than I'd probably like, which will probably not really take too much effect there, because really it's only the prow is the main thing I'm concerned about, and the possibility of engines or some other key component. Nonetheless, we're looking good. I still need opportunities to field my strongholds and my bastions, but they're doing really damn well for like the more focused type matches anyway. But using them as like my main spearhead seems like a bad idea, even with the stronghold here. It's technically considered a battleship for the purposes of like the cost of the skills, the fact that it has 4 of them, and even upgrades costing 400 renown. This thing feels very flimsy and very fragile if the targets are not in front of it, because it has no high energy turn. It does have 50 armor, but it's not going to have an easy time to evade if it's going to get ran by like orcs or imperials. Not to mention that the brunt of its weaponry is in the front. It's only got a handful of macro batteries and a couple of lances. While useful, again, this thing is more for ambushing, I feel like, rather than being the frontline ship. And it serves its role well. Hell, the Bastion in the last match against the Space Marines practically won me that match, considering I was so worried about the fact that I was going to be overwhelmed due to the sheer amount of points the other player was probably getting from that match. Because what? I had maybe a little bit over... Well, I don't know exactly how many points I had. It couldn't have been 350, because I did have a protector and this bastion that's easily over 300. I'll have to double check that. Nonetheless, 2 ships versus 4 cruisers, it does not bode well. It certainly should have been a loss, but handle it nicely. And I'm starting now to contemplate switching out of Tau, because I think I learned mainly what I need to with this fleet. I just still would like to face off against Eldar a bit more so I can refine that tactic there. I'm damn confident against Space Marines. Chaos, I think I have their number, although it seems like I'm winning more due to their misplays than otherwise. But I feel confident against them as well, so long as I'm mindful of the burst of their lance and all lance fleet. And Imperial Navy, while a little bit tenuous with Novacans, I feel like I can deal with them as well until we get into like a close quarter knife fight. Then I'm probably vulnerable to the broadside a little bit. It's mainly Eldar and maybe a few more matches against Tau, the mirror match. Then I feel like I could use a little bit more work on. Just a little bit. And now, Maximon. The 6,000th one, what are you going to be? Space Marines. I was telling you how I was confident on it. Now it's time to put that to the test. So it just begs the question, do I go with the Stronghold or the Bastion? Bastion's a little more leaner. It has the same damage potential, minus 1 fighter squad, and 2 extra torpedoes. And lots of bombers is the name of the game, so I want to get my level 6 in. Don't think I want it as the Admiral ship, but I don't think that even matters at this point. Now, do I want the Dalef? I still haven't switched out that damn Auger probe, which I don't really give a damn about. Ooh, if only I had another Fiorla. That would have given me the 1 extra point I need. And this is a tiny bit awkward, but I think I'm as good as I'm going to be. Massive burst potential, lots of raw firepower, good defenses against the Thunderhawks and boarding torpedoes, so this should be relatively straightforward, but it depends on what he's fielding. Is he going to go the double battle barge route? That is the real question. Light cruisers, and even I want to say a regular cruiser, I could almost incinerate immediately. especially with this asteroid field right here. to give me the juicy charge I need. So, I better not get too ahead of myself. Overconfidence is a slow, insidious killer. As in, quoted in Darkest Dungeon. So I need to remember that. And actually, I just want to keep these all together. Keep the grouping a little bit simple. Just so it's easier to micromanage, because I can do this by hand if I need to for the more complex when we get into the thick of it. Nope. That was not what I want. Oh, I forgot my, you're not group 3, that's why. Let's do this. Monka is up. This looks like 2 battle barges. I'm not gonna lie. So, it'll be slow to start with. And surprisingly, he's got the emission dissipator. I wonder how that serves him. I wonder how that'll serve him, because I do have beacons, and I even have this auger probe, which I really am regretting not making as another beacon or just a repair drone. I'm not gonna lie. And I also gotta keep in mind this thing is actually slower, which could actually throw him off a tiny bit. He may think these are the frigates and this is the cruiser fleet here. That'd be a bit amusing. Stronghold already got a damn good charge. And I'm just wondering, how do I want to do this? Because I would love to kill that frigate immediately quick. Assuming he is going to double battle barge, the speed dictates that's probably what he's doing.
Surveying location.
So, this thing will be ready to kind of ambush the battle barge at least. So, can I get one more charge? I don't want to fall too far behind. Give me that one more charge.
Switching to cruising speed.
As the ethereals wish.
We know that's gonna silent run. Wow, even with my fires, the boring torpedo did nothing. That's a little amusing. Oh well.
They will not see us.
I can silent run easily enough. Not what I had in mind.
Demiurge ship at your
But he's still not... Well, I'm expecting him to silent run pretty soon. And I didn't get the one charge I would have liked. I used my repair drones. Probably a dumb idea to use repair drones. I could have done a regular repair. Minimize the fire damage.
Surveying location.
Yeah, because actually their cooldown's about the same, isn't it? Yeah, it's about the same, so it wouldn't have made a difference.
Responding.
Oh well, it's good to have the emergency repairs handy.
Something to mine there.
Okay, so he's sending my own missiles after me. This is kind of amusing.
Drones have identified an enemy type.
Although I did kind of give away when I fielding. What? I think I'm okay with this some. He's just gonna go for the ram, and I have fighters, right? These fighters better do work. So, let's destroy weaponry on this, since that's his main strengths. Also, focus on this thing some.
Surveying location. Mining ship underway.
Alright, so if he wants to go that route, that's fine.
Drones have identified an enemy type. As the ethereals wish.
Seriously, you took out my damn torpedoes and prow. I'm starting to get paranoid about this all over again.
Shift to optimal combat speed.
Just a little bit. Although, let's brace for impact, start doing the damage, and get my bombers going. He is now isolated. Alright, repair drones online. And we're going to do a wordle hurt of this thing. We just got to isolate him.
Disengaging pure tide command link.
Although strike crafts are doing damage.
Full stop, crew.
And he did go to full up works on here.
Shift to optimal combat speed.
And my fighters did no damage there, so that's a little unfortunate. Supercharged void shield. I am on fire. I do have repairs going underway.
Gravitic drive engaged.
And he just did a crap ton of damage. He's got the bombers, doesn't he? I don't know how he would have done so much damage instantly there with, like, even with bombardment torpedoes, he couldn't have done that much, right?
Reserve the cover draw. As the
Trying to figure out what's going on here.
shift to optimal combat speed.
Unfortunately,
The Tauva shall prosper.
yeah, my bombers are not doing any damage, so he is negating them really damn well.
Closing on your position.
If I can kill one of these things, that will help a ton, though, without a doubt.
Reserve the combat draw.
Killing that prow was like the luckiest shot, though.
To optimal combat speed. Aircraft ready for orders.
Because there's not much I could do after my main strategy is, like, completely dealt with.
The patient hunter gets the prey.
Still would like to kill this thing, but I don't quite have the firepower now.
Closing on your position.
And I do outrun him, so I should cut my losses. I would like to keep the XP.
The ethereal's wish.
Yeah, that thing would have been dead a while ago with its current health. At what it was.
Core L ready. We serve the
So,
combat draw.
let's just try and cut our losses some.
Honor the teaching
I don't
of
think it's
your
possible now.
Initiating gravity.
That's what I get for waiting, I suppose. Even though he had his supercharged void shield and all that.
Cover draw.
So, he did not have the Thunderhawk bombers, so I'll have to pay attention closely.
How may
And
I
of course,
serve the Tauva?
investing 2 favors on that is a big... It's kind of like asking me to lose there horribly. Because well, that's not what... We'll talk about it after the match there, I guess. But yeah, mainly that prow shot wrecked me. Ruined the strategy. Now it makes me want to get belt armor. It's like the Custodian match all over again, where both my Dalef and the Custodian immediately lose their prows and cannot absorb the damage effectively. So that was dumb luck. Just a little bit. Because I waited till his shields were down, I had a perfect opportunity to capitalize on it. Although he did have brace for impact, so the damage would have been mitigated some. I wasn't paying attention if that was the chapter master or not. Because that changes that strategy a little bit. Because with brace for impact, I would assume that would be fully maxed out. Because with the chapter master, that enhances his brace for impact, which in turn makes the mining laser and torpedoes not nearly as effective. I'm just not sure how much it increases it by. Probably just 10%, so... An additional 10% anyway, so... Just 55% chance to negate torpedo and the cutting laser as opposed to the 45. Still, that was dumb luck, and a lot of my fighters were negated too, which doesn't help matters a whole lot. If I had the extra shields on them, that would help rectify that, but in the end, the Bastion failed me. The Bastion alone is what did me in. Now I just want to switch out this shield generator just for the belt armor. I'm that paranoid now. I was talking about earlier how my protector probably could have got away without the belt armor. Apparently, it's the same for the Bastion Stronghold. Who knew? Oh well. I got my loss finally after such a nice streak. Of course, it still feels like dumb luck. I'm not gonna lie. I still need to pay attention what was causing all that massive burst damage though. Because could it have been the bombardment cannons? Only thing I could think of. Although the broadsides could have still done some decent damage there. I'll have to have a good look at that Space Marine match. But in the end, as soon is I was able to effectively focus down one of those battle barges. He would have been so screwed if I was in any decent shape. Because half his firepower is gone immediately. He loses a lot of momentum to basically overwhelm my point defenses, and as well as a bonus. Especially if I can ever get in a situation where I can refresh my fighters and avoid close range engagement, which in all honesty I probably should have stayed a little more distant, since I did have that advantage for me. I just wasn't counting on my lock-on strike to basically get through the armor effectively well. So now we got orcs. Data recovery, I'm defender. Do I go with the custodian for this one? Because I'm probably going to be in a very defensive-minded position, because engaging him with light cruisers and all that just means I'm going to get overwhelmed in close range. Oh, it's 400 points. Oh, I control him so much by going to custodian though. I control him a little bit, but even then, the custodian could be overwhelmed. It just got the health points to work in its advantage. I don't know how to take this. And I don't quite have the points for a messenger. This will be odd. I have the mobility to just dodge him though, but I'm not gonna murder him horribly. I don't need the renown. So, this is kind of his lucky day, I guess. He's talking about how he doesn't feel good about this match, but unless he forces me to fight him, he's gonna get all his ships pretty much intact, so I'm not too concerned. And since I have all air cash, I can easily outmaneuver him. I just didn't realize that was 400 points for a bit. I'm still kind of wishing I took the custodian. It has the health pool to justify all the ram damage it'll take if he's just cruisers and light cruisers. I just gotta have a really damn good time to brace for impact to take advantage of that fact. And of course the bomber wave would just wreck him, so this way over here is a little too predictable. And I just want to kind of circle him anyway. Probably avoid a direct confrontation if I can help it. And make sure I'm positioned in a way that my secret missiles can hit.
The killing blow brings the enemy's
Okay, so I can fight like a small amount of them. In fact, do I just want to... I'm just wondering, do I want to just sprint forward? I have an asteroid field to kind of deter him. Do I go all out boost and just go through this crevice and circle around? Doesn't seem like a terrible idea. I have the mobility to easily dodge those torpedoes if I really want to. I might have to anyway. Unless I reposition. Let's see, lots of torpedoes. Of course, you're getting slowed down, go figure, so I'm just gonna let you sit there in that little opening. Because clearly you're not gonna make it through that torpedo wave. Okay, never mind, fighters did their job. You're safe. You're free to move on there, Sase. I really gotta get used to the damn proximity that these ships have for each other. Nope. I stopped at a poor time. I'm gonna have to trust this hit shoots it down. Okay. The 25% armor did pay off there. So I got lucky there. Would have been minor damage, but still. Got lucky.
Drones have identified an enemy target.
So just lock on, hit this thing. Just give him a difficult time. I can easily dodge those torpedoes, so you're going to stay there. You may want to stay where you are there, Sase, just a tiny bit. If he wants to commit to this, fine. Not much I can do if I don't kill his engines. If I kill his engines, then I could just run away from him. Oh, sorry fella, you're going to miss completely. I did not even have to try. Although I guess I could have boarded him. And that was not an engine critical hit, you stupid thing.
At your orders, Colonel.
That was not engine critical. I would have liked that. Okay, he's going all out. Considering his how unconfident he felt about this, I'm a little bit surprised how aggressively he's going in. I'm doing him a favor by doing this.
How may I serve the tower?
Because he has a level 1 cruiser, he should be thanking me I let that live. Some people and their gratitude.
At your
What can I
orders,
say? Oh, I'm gonna take a big hit though. Okay, fighter saved my ass. I'm good.
Core L ready.
I am totally good. Yeah, let's see. I could still potentially go after that if I really want to. I have the bombers to justify it. And actually, he never boarded me. He had an opportunity to board me and steal the data. His autocast worked against him.
Closing on your
Okay,
position.
he's gonna try for the lightning strike now, I guess.
Spread the greater good.
Oh, he was trying for it. In the end, he fumbled his opportunity. He squandered it. I don't think there's much point to a good game because he feels like he had no chance in hell. But he could have stole the data and then we have a real match on our hands here. It sadly would mean the complete and total destruction of his level 1 cruiser. I'm a bit surprised I did not even consider that possibility, that he could have boarded and stole it. For some reason I was thinking assassination in my mind. Definitely a misstep there. A lack of consideration, but it paid off. More his fault than my own. Well, I'm sure he's still happy for his level 2 cruiser. And the free renown, basically, is what he got.